The Arlington Volunteer Fire Department has called its building on Old Mill Road in East Arlington home for the past 40 or so years. But the times there are a-changin', and the fire department is looking for new and larger facilities. The trucks are getting larger and longer, and getting in and out of the present firehouse can be a tight squeeze, said Arlington Fire Chief Jamie Postian.
This is one of our problems here, as you can see when we pull up, returning from a call, and need to put the equipment back on the truck. We end up right in the roadway because we don't have the space needed to fully get off the roadway. Pulling out, we've got a mountable curb on the other side of the roadway with a sidewalk. Because of the length of the trucks, we need to come out straight before we can make the turn, and that puts us up onto the sidewalk on the other side, which without that we would be taking the front wheels off the truck. We've got a 40-foot station and a 36-foot truck, so getting that in to fit in the station is really difficult.
The chief took us on a tour of their present facility, pointing out some of the problems along the way.
To the wall, leaves us very little space to walk in front of the trucks or behind the trucks. You can see it's just wide enough to walk through. We have little to no storage space for turnout gear. We've talked about getting lockers for the guys' turnout gear to have here at the station. We don't have a location here for that. We have 3 full-size trucks here in the station. We have our command support vehicle, and we have another bay on the far side. We actually just purchased a trailer to carry our there's Rhino, and that is our UTV, which we use for wildland fires, rescues on the mountain. It has tracks on it right now, so we can go on the snowmobile trails. And a good majority of our rescue equipment we're going to house in the trailer. We don't have bay space enough to put the trailer inside. And again, if it was inside, backing a vehicle up to hook onto it, you'd be right out in the roadway. We've got a turnout gear dryer in the back. We just purchased a washer to do our turnout gear. It's gear that you don't want to put in your household washing machine because of all the chemicals in a fire and on a scene that you get. So we purchased that so we can wash our gear and stuff here. We got the dryer, and again, it's backed right up to the back of the truck. So it's really tight, but this is the only area we've got for it.
The department thought they had a new spot lined up near the corner of East Arlington Road and Warmbrook Road, but that didn't work out. So the department is back out in the hunt and may wind up looking for a space to build a facility along with the Arlington Rescue Squad. They are based on Chittenden Drive near the former Arlington train station and are also being squeezed for space, said Marty Irian, the head of the rescue squad.
Well, I think a public service building that would house the fire department, the rescue squad, also possibly a community room or an area that the community can use too, be a wonderful idea for the community and for I think for the fire department and also the rescue squad. We haven't had a lot of discussions in regards to that lately, and actually some of the discussions previously done with the fire department and the rescue squad were a little bit before my time, so I don't have a whole lot of information about that. But in my opinion, it would be definitely a beneficial thing for our entire community. Granted, our building here, it's 50 years old and is in dire need of being revamped, and we don't have facilities here to have EMTs and staff stay overnight. We don't have bunk rooms. We don't have facilities for that. But our primary concern, of course, is our declining volunteer population. I mean, it's the commitments nowadays to become a volunteer here at the rescue squad to become certified is so great. And with people's times, it's people just don't have the time. They don't have the energy or whatever it is. And so staffing is our biggest issue here.
There have been discussions between the two organizations about finding a workable central location, but at the moment there are no immediate plans to develop a joint public safety facility. One of the reasons the fire department is needing to use larger trucks is because there are fewer volunteers joining the fire department, and so they have to bring more gear and more water when they go out on a call in larger trucks, which are a tighter fit in their building, Fire Chief Postian said. He and Randy Novotny, the president of the fire department, sat down with us recently to review where things stood.
Really, there's nothing that the state says. It's just something that we've come up with, that we decided that it's time to start looking. You know, we're limited to the size of the apparatus we can put in there, so we just feel it's going to take a few years to get this all done, be funded, to find the right piece of property, so we just figure it's time to start looking. 3 to 5 acres would be optimal. I forgot what we're actually setting on over there now, like around half an acre.
Just over a half acre.
Right, so no room for expansion at all.
Yep. And we would like to join forces with the rescue squad. We've had conversations in the past about bringing all the emergency services under one roof and be a full emergency service facility. And that being said, that increases the size of the property we would need.
If they do find a new location, it has to be centrally located so they can get to all parts of Arlington, Sunderland, and Sandgate as quickly as possible, as well as up to the Route 7 highway.
Anybody out there that
Yes.
has property that would love to make some type of a donation or even a reasonable price for the department, we would definitely be interested.
For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.